Day-to-day management of schemes is handled by an AMC. AMC is appointed by the sponsor or the trustees. ठीक है. Again, क्वेश्चन ऐसे आ सकता है कि who handles the day-to-day management of the mutual fund, or who AMC is appointed by whom. So then the answer will be the AMC is appointed by the sponsor or the trustee. ठीक है. कस्टडी, अभी ये जो एक म्यूचुअल फंड में इतने सारे लोग आके इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, ठीक है, ये पैसा प्लस जो भी बाय करेंगे या फिर जो भी सिक्योरिटीज बाय करेंगे, लेट्स से फिजिकल एसेट्स बाय किया म्यूचुअल फंड ने, अब ये सब एसेट्स किसके कस्टडी में रहेगा? इट विल बी इन द कस्टडी ऑफ अ कस्टोडियन. ठीक है. जो भी एसेट्स है स्कीम के, सिक्योरिटीज, गोल्ड, रियल एस्टेट, सब कस्टोडियन के कस्टडी में रहेगा. इट एंड ही और शी इज अपॉइंटेड बाय द ट्रस्टीज. Investors will invest in various schemes of a mutual fund. The record of the investors and their unit holding may be maintained by the AMC, or it can appoint a RTA, that is a registrar and transfer agents. Okay. तो कितना इन्वेस्ट किया है, कितना यूनिट है हर एक इन्वेस्टर के पास, what is the current NAV, and it will differ according to every month or every day. तो इस सब का रिकॉर्ड रखा जाता है by the AMC itself or by the RTA. Then the sponsor needs to have minimum 40% shareholding in the capital of the AMC. तो AMC के पास जितना भी कैपिटल जमा हुआ है उसमें से 40% शेयर होल्डिंग should be by the sponsor. Then the sponsor has to appoint at least 4 trustees, and 2/3 of them should need to be independent. Prior approval of SEBI needs to be taken before a person is appointed as a trustee. So कोई इनमें से इंडिपेंडेंट होने चाहिए, so that they are not let's say उनके ऊपर कोई दबाव या उनके ऊपर कोई प्रेशर नहीं डाल पाए. ठीक है. अगर if they are part of the company, if they are part of the board of directors, so to ensure that there is no such thing happening, they need to be independent individual are appointed. An AMC should have net worth of at least 50 crores. At least 50% of the directors should be independent directors, and prior approval of trustees is required before the person is appointed as the director on board of the AMC. ठीक है. अगर कोई कंपनी कोई AMC अपना म्यूचुअल फंड लेके आ रहा है, their net worth should be minimum 50 crores. 50% of the directors should be an independent director, and a prior approval of trustees is required. ठीक है. Then fund management, हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया कि there are fund managers who will be actively managing, passively managing the funds, right? They will be pooling in money from the several investors and will be taking their call on where to invest. So the analysts, the fund manager, and the dealers. The analysts analyze the various opportunities, the individual securities, sectors, state of market, or the economies. Okay. So these analysts, they will be researching, they will be trying to find various opportunities कि ये सेक्टर कैसा कर रहा है, आगे के 1 साल के लिए सेक्टर का आउटलुक क्या है. उसके बाद द फंड मैनेजर, they will be moving the funds, and the dealers, they will be helping the a little bit to clock or to make this invest more, connecting with the clients, talking with the clients to make changes, or let's say invest more, withdraw. All this order punching is done by the dealer side. A fund manager evaluates the opportunities presented to them by the analysts, the brokers, and the research firms. So ये fund managers opportunities को evaluate करेंगे, and then they will try to make most of it. Dealers' responsibility is to place orders within the securities brokers based on the instructions of the fund managers. तो अभी अगर लगता है कि आने वाले दिनों में एक सेक्टर अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा है, दूसरा नहीं करने वाला है, तो the moving of funds, the withdrawal from some companies and investing more in some other opportunities can be done, and that will be done by the dealers after the instructions of the fund manager. Custodians की हम बात कर रहे थे. The custodians must be independent. They will track the corporate benefits, and a custodian is appointed by the trustee. And they will be independent, right? क्योंकि कोई भी fund manager or the company should not use those assets. That is why these assets are in the custody of an custodian. Okay, so that the company doesn't use these assets, these real estate or stocks, whatever the net worth is, they do not use it for their personal gains. RTA, that is registrar and transfer agent, is appointed by AMC and maintains the investors' records. Investor Service Center hota hai, that are offices of these RTAs. It is not compulsory to appoint an RTA. It can be done by maintained by the AMC only. Okay. Scheme auditor and an AMC auditor are different. A scheme auditor is appointed by the trustee, and AMC auditor is appointed by the AMC. Then we have the calculation of NAV. So the role of calculating the NAV and disclosing it is done by the fund accountant. It is not compulsory to outsource this activity. It can be done by the company's own fund accountant, but it is required to be disclosed every day, right? So the NAV is going to fluctuate every day depending on the market conditions, and it needs to be calculated and disclosed every day. Moving into the next part, that is distributors. So distributors have a key role in selling types of these mutual fund schemes to the clients and investors. Okay, a distributor can be empaneled with more than one AMCs, right? They can be individuals or institutions, such as distribution companies, broking companies, or banks. They will be empaneled with either one AMC or several of them. They will be, selling any, many different funds, different schemes of different companies to the investors.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.